a couple of lots of vacant land, and that's the only property other than our homestead. And we have a will that was prepared several years ago, and I've been told that it even with a personal representative to handle the will, that it has to go through probate. Is that true?
Yes, sir, Ben. In a situation like this where there's property and it's in your name, and you mentioned you have a homestead, so if you're married and you pass away or your wife passes away, it automatically kind of melds in together. But these other properties, you may need to consider that, yes, it's going to be probated. However, there's something called a Ladybird Deed.
Yeah, so a Ladybird Deed is a really neat mechanism in the law, but it creates a life estate for you. You get to stay on the property, you have use of the property, you can actually still control it and sell it if you want to prior to you passing away. But it does have a mechanism within the deeds language that it transfers upon your death, and if both you and your spouse are on there, it would be after both of y'all's passing, to that next person, the person who has the remainder estate in it, the claim, as it were. And that functions completely outside of probate, outside of any mechanism in the law. It's simply, you go down to the, I don't even know if it's the property appraiser or tax collector, and present that, along with the death certificate. And they'll already know the deed's in there, and at that point it then is in their name.
Now let's talk about the vacant land, though.
Yes.
The vacant land is separate and different. Right. So how could Ben transfer the vacant land without having to go through probate?
Yeah, the ones that kind of covers everything and allows you to be a lot more functional in planning going forward is just create what we call a revocable living trust. And basically you create that. It functions outside of probate when you pass to move everything that you've placed under the title of the trust. It moves then to whoever you say you want it to. Unfortunately, if you have a will, and specifically for land, if you didn't have land and it was just personal items that you wanted to transfer, you could maybe avoid probate. But land itself needs to go through that in order to get the court to order, this is the new owner, this is where the deed needs to be assigned to.
So you got a couple of different ideas here.
Yeah.
That we've come up just on the fly, and so this is something that you need to sit down with an attorney and make sure that it's done properly.